वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू शिक्षा 360। आज की सेशन में हम आप लोगों के साथ टीसीएस ऑन फॉरेन रेमिटेंसेस टुवर्ड्स एलआरएस। एलआरएस बेसिकली स्टैंड्स फॉर लिबरलाइज्ड रेमिटेंस स्कीम। जैसे कि आप सभी को पता है, गवर्नमेंट ने 1 जुलाई 2023 से जो टीसीएस आपका पहले 5% था उसको 20% इंक्रीज कर दिया था। लोगों के मन में ये काफियों के मन में ये शंका है कि जो ये टीसीएस इंक्रीज हुआ है ये किस प्रकार से इंक्रीज हुआ। सभी ट्रांजैक्शंस पे टीसीएस आपका इंक्रीज करा गया, ये कुछ स्पेसिफिक ट्रांजैक्शंस पे इंक्रीज करा गया। तो आगे जाने से पहले मैं सबसे पहले आप लोगों को एक बात बता देता हूँ कि जो टीसीएस 1 जुलाई 2023 से इंक्रीज होना था, गवर्नमेंट ने उसकी डेट आगे बढ़ा दी है और जो अब 1 अक्टूबर 2023 से इंक्रीज। चलो जानते इसके बारे में कि कैसे आप लोगों को बेनिफिट होगा और कैसे आप लोगों की इसके बारे में जानकारी भी होनी चाहिए कि आपका जो टीसीएस है, अगर आप बाहर पैसे भेज रहे हो इंडिया से, तो आप स्पेसिफिक नरेशन देकर और स्पेसिफिक कोड सेलेक्ट करके ही पैसे भेजे कि आपको टीसीएस कम से कम पड़े। चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं हम आगे। टीसीएस ऑन फॉरेन रेमिटेंसेस, टैक्स कलेक्शन एट सोर्स, टीसीएस बेसिकली स्टैंड्स फॉर। तो इसके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने एक एक्ट को अमेंड करा है, उसके एक स्पेसिफिक सेक्शन को। फाइनेंस एक्ट 2023 हैज अमेंडेड सबसेक्शन 1G ऑफ सेक्शन 206C ऑफ द इनकम टैक्स एक्ट 1961। तो आपके एग्जाम में सबसे पहले कई बार क्वेश्चन पूछा भी जा सकता है और नॉलेज के लिए भी कि कौन से सेक्शन को अमेंड करा गया है, कौन से एक्ट के। इनकम टैक्स एक्ट 1961 के सेक्शन 206C को अमेंड करा गया है। किसके लिए? टीसीएस के रिगार्डिंग। और आगे क्या क्या जानकारी है वो भी हम देखते हैं। सबसे पहले उन्होंने क्या करा, इंक्रीज कर दिया टीसीएस आपका। इंक्रीज द रेट ऑफ टीसीएस दैट इज टैक्स कलेक्शन एट सोर्स। एक आपका और होता है टीडीएस। टीडीएस इट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग, टीसीएस इट इज अ डिफरेंट। टैक्स कलेक्शन एट सोर्स from 5%. Earlier, basically, it is 5% above the specific limit that is ₹700. And up to how much basically it will increase? It will increase 20% for remittances under LRS. LRS basically that is specifically for the liberalized remittance scheme, not for any other, not for non-LRS. Specifically, this is for liberalized remittance scheme as well as for the purchase of overseas tour program package. Further, that is removed the threshold of ₹7 lakh for triggering TCS on LRS. Further, basically what they have changed, basically this will not applicable basically for specific two fields. These changes did not apply. जो इन्होंने changes करी हैं, कहाँ पर आपकी अप्लाई नहीं होती। These two changes did not apply when the remittance basically it is specifically for the education and for the medical purpose. And you have also heard that is क्रेडिट कार्ड ट्रांजेक्शन्स के पे भी आपका टीडीएस कटआउट होगा, बट उसको इन द मीनवाइल गवर्नमेंट ने अभी क्या कर दिया, पोस्टपोन कर दिया, जिसके बारे में भी हम अभी एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं कि आपको जानकारी हो जाए। Subsequently, the government has notified foreign exchange management, that is current account transactions rules 2023 wide and e-gazetted notification dated। कब ये डेट उन्होंने नोटिफिकेशन दी? 16 मई 2023 को, to remove the differential treatment for credit cards vis-a-vis other modes of draw of foreign exchange under LRS। अलग अलग टीसीएस कटआउट होता था आपके क्रेडिट कार्ड के ट्रांजेक्शन पे, उन्होंने उसको फॉर्मल बनाने की कोशिश करी थी, बट उसको अभी क्या कर दिया, इन द फॉर द टाइमिंग पोस्टपोन। दिस चेंज हैज नाउ बीन पोस्टपोन फॉर द टाइम बीइंग। तो अभी गवर्नमेंट ने क्या करा है और आने वाले टाइम में जो 1 जुलाई से होना था वो अब 1 अक्टूबर को होगा, क्या क्या चेंजेस आएंगे उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा हम जानने की कोशिश करते हैं। So increased TCS rates, which we have already covered, that is increased TCS rates to apply from 1st of October 2023. The increase in TCS rates, जैसे कि जो बैंकिंग में जो अपने बेसिकली अपने बच्चों को बाहर पैसे भेजते हैं, जो बैंक में काम करते हैं, उनके लिए काफी जरूरी है ये जानकारी, क्योंकि काफी लोगों को लगता है कि 1 जुलाई से टैक्स बढ़ गया है, जो पहले 5% था अब 20% हो गया, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। तो उन्होंने कुछ स्पेसिफिक लिमिट के बाद इंक्रीज करा है। कुछ लोगों के मन में ये भी आता है कि 7 लाख भेजेंगे तो उसके ऊपर 20% कट आउट हो जाएगा। ऐसा नहीं है, 7 लाख से ऊपर जितनी अमाउंट होगी उसके ऊपर 20% कट आउट होगा, वो भी अभी 1 अक्टूबर से। तब के तब अगर कुछ और अपडेट आता है फिर हम आपके साथ वो भी डिस्कस करेंगे। सो द इंक्रीज इन टीसीएस रेट्स which came into effect from 1st of July 2023 shall now come into effect from 1st of October 2023 with the modification as in the one above. Till 30th September 2023, earlier rates shall continue to apply. Okay, so till 30th September 2023, earlier rates shall continue to apply. What are the earlier rates? What are the new rates? Now we will discuss. So in order to address all these issues, a press release dated 28th of June 2023 was issued by the Ministry of Finance, wherein the following decisions relating to the income tax have been taken. What are the decisions? First one, threshold of rupees 7 lakh per financial year per individual in clause of on all categories of payment through all modes of payment. Clear? Whatever the category of the payment, whatever the mode of the payment, regardless of the purpose. There will be no TCS basically for up to first 7 lakh. Clear? Thus, for first 7 lakh remittances under the LRS, there shall be no TCS. Beyond the rupees 7 lakh threshold, TCS shall be at the rate of. Clear? So what will be the TCS of rupees 7 lakh? So now there are different cases. What will be? It will be either it will be 0.5%, it will be 5%, it will be 20%. Okay, so it depends upon case to case. So you have to be very well aware regarding that. So when it will be 0.5%, when it will be 5%, or when it will be 20%. Clear? So you have to be very well aware because there is a lot of difference. Like just we will take example, if there is 1 lakh, 1 lakh. So 20% of that it is to be 20,000. 5% of that it is to be 5,000. 0.5% it is to be just 500. Okay, so you have to be very well aware regarding all these things. So when it will be 5%, like if you are transferring the money from by taking any education loan to your child for the study purpose, clear? Basically, funds are to be financed. Basically, funds are to be taken basically specifically from the education loan. So you have to specifically mention and given all the documents regarding that. In that case, only 0.5% is, and it will be applicable when basically when the amount is more than 7 lakh. Okay, otherwise there will be no TCS. Clear? So if a remittance for education is financed by loan taken from a financial institution. Second one, basically like not from the loan, you are sending the money basically for the education purpose, but not from the loan, basically from your own saving. In that case, 5%. In case of remittance, basically for the education or medical treatment. Okay, kindly remember that 5% basically in which case? In the case of a remittance, either for the education or for the medical treatment. And in all other cases, basically it should be 20% for others. Okay. So for purchase of overseas tour program package under clause 2 of subsection 1G of section 206C, the TCS shall continue to apply at the rate of 5% for the first 7 lakh per individual per annum. That 20% rate basically will be applicable only apply for expenditure above this limit. Clear? When 20% basically above this limit, that is above the 7 lakh limit, 20% basically will be applicable on that. So now there are some specifications which help you to understand more. So nature of payment, earlier rate before Finance Act 2023, new rate with effect from 1st of October 2023. So LRS basically for the education financed by loan from the financial institution. Up to 7 lakh there will be no TCS. In the new package also there will be no TCS. 0.5% above 7 lakh, 0.5% above 7 lakh. Clear? It will be same for the education financed by loan from the financial institution. Second one, LRS basically for the medical treatment or for the education purpose. And that funds basically not from the financed by the loan. In that case, up to 7 lakh, it will be nil. It will be nil. 5% above rupees 7 lakh. Here it will be also 5% above rupees 7 lakh. Next, third one. LRS basically for the other purposes. It will be nil up to 7 lakh. And 5% above rupees 7 lakh. Here it will be for the other purposes. Earlier it will be 5%. Now it will be nil up to rupees 7 lakh and 20% above rupees 7 lakh. For other purposes, we can say that basically for except medical treatment and education, all will be considered here other purposes. Clear? In that it will be 20% above rupees 7 lakh. Now, purchase of overseas tour program package. Earlier, basically, there will be not any limit. That is, it will be charged as rupees 5%. Like in the earlier cases, it will be 7 lakh. As such, there will be not for any purchase of overseas tour program package. Whatever basically will be the amount, 5% TCS basically will be charged on that in the earlier. Now, they will 5% TCS basically without threshold. Now, they will take limit under that also, or threshold. That is up to 7 lakh, there will be 5%, and above that, there will be 20%. Clear? And above that, there will be 20%. It will be very, very important for you. Clear? Basically, even for the, like if you are preparing for any promotion examination, basically for the bankers, it will also help you. And for the knowledge purpose, it is, you can also share with your customers also, so that they can very well aware regarding all these things. Because it is very normally, you will see that basically people are generally transferring funds to their children in foreign countries presently these days. Now, whether payment, very, very important first one, whether payment through overseas credit card would be counted in LRS. As per the notification, it will be counted. But as they have not updated their system till now, so they will be postponed. Clear? So as announced in the press release dated 28th of June 2023, the clarification of use of international credit card while being overseas as LRS basically it is to be postponed here. Therefore, no TCS shall be applicable on expenditure through the international credit card while being overseas till further order. Clear? Basically, while being overseas till further order. Clear? Kindly remember this thing to be here. Now, next one, very, very important. Whether the threshold of rupees 7 lakh for TCS to become applicable on LRS applies separately, basically for various purposes, like you are sending money 7 lakh for the education purpose, 7 lakh for the medical purpose, and 7 lakh for the other purpose. So if we see that, so as such, know that either you will send collaboratively or for the other purpose. Clear? TCS basically will be charged above rupees 7 lakh as per their limits. Okay. So if remittance of rupees 7 lakh under LRS is made in financial year for education purpose, and other remittances basically in the same financial year of rupees 7 lakh is made for the medical treatment, and 7 lakh for other purposes, whether the exemption basically limit of rupees 7 lakh shall be given to each of the three separately? No. As such, basically exemption will not be given. So how it will be treated? Let's try to understand. Like 7 lakh remittance under LRS during a financial year shall not be liable for TCS. However, subsequent rupees 14 lakh remittances under LRS shall be liable for TCS in accordance with the TCS rates applicable basically for such remittances. Like earlier, basically it will be 5%, and now for the other purposes, basically it will be 20%. Basically from when? Basically from the 1st of October 2023. So now let's understand. So first 7 lakh remittance under LRS during the financial year 2023-2024 for education purpose, or for that any matter or any other purpose, there will be no TCS. But remittances basically beyond rupees 7 lakh under LRS during the financial year, this financial year, if on or before 30th September, earlier rate basically will be charged, that is TCS at TCS basically at 5%, irrespective of the purpose, unless basically it is specifically for the education purpose that is financed by loan from a financial institution. In that case, it will be 5.5%. Otherwise, it will be 5%. And after that, 30th September or basically from 1st of October, remittances beyond 7 lakh under LRS during the financial year 2023-2024, if or on after 1st of October 2023, TCS at 0.5% only for the education purpose. financed by loan from a financial institution, and 5% basically it is when basically for the education or medical treatment, and for all other purposes basically it is to be 20%. Where it is to be basically 20%, basically most important for the upcoming examinations, basically if you are preparing for that. Okay, very, very important. Now basically one more, basically what are the different codes under that? So there are different rates basically for the remittances under LRS for the medical treatment, education purposes, and or other purposes. What is the scope of remittances? Clear. So you have to be specifically, there is are codes basically if you are sending, if you have sending money for any foreign remittance, so you will see that basically there are different codes. Just I will give you overview here, not in detail. Like S0304. Clear. So what is the meaning of this code? That is under the purpose group name travel. Clear. This code basically represents the travel. And what are the transactions? Basically, it will cover the transaction basically which are related to the health services acquired by the residents. Basically, purpose group name basically travel pertains to travel basically for the medical treatment. Clear. Pertains to basically travel basically for the medical treatment. So further, there is circular dated 11 February 2016. This code basically covers the transaction basically which are related to health services acquired by the residents traveling abroad basically for the medical reasons, and where they have to spend basically, which includes medical services, other healthcare, food, accommodation, and local transport transactions. Clear. All these will basically will be covered under this. Clear. And under that basically after, till now 5%, and after 30th September or basically from 1st of October, 5% TCS basically will be charged if you specifically select this code. Now move to the other one. In addition, there is one more code that is S1108. Purpose basically personal, cultural, and recreational services. Covers transactions basically for health services rendered remotely or on site. That is, no travel by service recipient is involved. This covers services basically from the hospitals, doctors, nurse, paramedical, and similar services. TCS provision basically for medical treatment would apply when a remittance basically it is done under S0304 or S1108. Clear. Basically under that medical treatment will be treated, that is 5% TCS. And for the education purpose there is also, and what are the things basically under, like basically for which what purposes basically you are utilizing that funds. A remittance is basically for the purchase of tickets. Clear. Remittance for purpose of education basically what shall it include? A remittance basically for the purchase of tickets of the person undertaking study overseas for commuting basically between the India and the overseas destination. Clear. Basically for the purchase of ticket you can utilize that money. Second one, the tuition and other fees to be paid to the educational institute. Third one, other day-to-day expenses required for undertaking such a study. Clear. Other day-to-day expenses basically that is required for undertaking such a study. Clear. For all these basically that specifically for the education purpose. Now there are also some specific codes, so that I will discuss it. So it may be noted that S0305, like here also basically S0304 under the purpose group name travel. Here it is also basically 04 basically for the medical purpose, 05 basically that is pertains to travel basically for the education. What it includes? Fees, postal expenses, etc. That is balance and payment master circular. Clear. That is, this covers education related services such as tuition, food, accommodation, local transport, and health services acquired by the resident students while residing overseas. In addition to that, S1107, here it is basically S1108 for the medical purpose, S0304 or S1108, just double of that. Both are used for the medical purposes, just for the knowledge purpose. Covers transaction basically for the education, that is fees for correspondent courses abroad when the person receiving education basically does not travel overseas. TCS provision for purpose of education basically would apply only when a remittance basically is under code S0305 or S1107. Okay, so kindly remember all these things. Hope this short session on TCS basically help you to understand regarding that. And please remember that the date will not be 1st July. Basically, it will be 1st of October 2023. And kindly remember that TCS basically will be applicable above 7 lakh. There will be no TCS basically if the amount you are sending to foreign country less than 7 lakh. And this limit basically it will be per individual. Even you are sending money basically from any other account, it will be considered under that. Okay, that is per individual, it is 7 lakh, not per account. Kindly remember this thing also. So thanks to all of you for joining this or for watching this session. And I hope if you like this session, please share your valuable feedback in the comment section, and please share this video with your friends also.